Yeah, I'm very pleased to introduce the next topic to you. It's going to be advanced analytics in the application field of early warning systems. And I welcome now Ralf Hennemann, who has been head of marketing and sales at GBI-Genios Deutsche Wirtschaftsdatenbank since 2002, and as well Dr. Anna Schlösser, who has been a risk method senior expert at RSU GmbH since 2018. So the stage is yours. You can see the time down there.
Yeah, thank you very much and welcome for our presentation, Advanced Analytics for Early Warning Systems. My name is Ralf Hennemann. I'm responsible for marketing and sales at GBI-Genios. And what we would like to show you today in our presentation is that analyzing press data really can provide you with important early warning signals to reduce credit risks. And of course, you have two parts there. One part are the press data. That's my part. That's a part of GBI-Genius. And you have the analysis and the scoring model. That's a part of my colleague from RSU, Dr. Anna Schlösser, who will present this part. But since I think that not everybody here in the audience know GBI-Genius, allow me to give you a few words about the company. GBI-Genius is the leading provider of digital business information in the German-speaking world. And we are a 50-50 subsidiary of Frankfurter Allgemeine and Handelsblatt Media Group. We can provide you with a huge portfolio, especially of press data, with hundreds of daily and weekly newspapers, with hundreds or more than thousands special interest magazines and boulevard consumer magazines. So that's really a huge portfolio with more than 1,300 sources from over 300 publishing houses, with round about 300 million documents and billions of words. Normally, and that's special, this content is not freely available. Yeah? It's hidden behind paywalls, so you can't simply crawl it from the web. But you can license it from us, and we can provide you with this content so that you can do your own analysis on your servers according to your needs. The use cases are very diverse. It's from marketing applications like image assessment over the identification of opportunities and trends. Of course, credit risk analysis, and of course, early warning system. And that's the point that I pass over to my colleague, Anna. Please show us how the analysis works.
Hello and thank you. Before I start, I just also want to spend some words on who we are. I work for RSU. This is a full-service provider of credit risk measurement systems, basically for banking. We have solutions like classical solutions like internal rating systems based on pool approach. We have LGD, market data models. We have stress testing and so on. Originally, the models were developed for our shareholders that are German Landesbanken, but we have many other clients from different application fields using our services. What we do, or what I'm going to talk today about, is basically the early warning system we have. Of course, we use classical sources of information like market data, macro data, external rating, financial statements, so on. We have classical models developed on this data, but there is this huge amount of news press which contains very powerful, very rich information. And we also wanted to make use of this information source in our early warning system for credit risk. So what we did, we used natural language processing. We developed, we applied machine learning algorithm to read a huge amount of newspaper articles in German language delivered by Genios. We do this, we process this huge amount of news information every day and assigned the news to individual companies and derive credit scores. So what we basically have, we have on one side, we have this huge history of 18 years of press data. These are about 22 million of articles from 340 newspapers in German language. And it's no secret, all analysts in the bank do read newspapers, but they probably cannot read everything that is published in Germany. And here we have really also local press, which may give some very good insights to situation in the companies. What we have here, we have quite many articles concerning private sector, which is very important for bank analysts. So we can, to have some early warning system for publics, we can use market data, but for privates, it's usually no such data available. So here, these newspapers articles are very good information source for this application. What we do is it's not just enough to have the articles to let the machine learning to decide how it is about the firm. Is it what is actually the bad news? What we have here on the other hand is we have our own pool of internal corporate ratings from our shareholders, German Landesbanken. We brought, and this pool contains privates and publics. We brought these two very rich information sources together, and by applying AI algorithm, we can derive risk indication for about 40,000 companies, private and publics. Now I would like to dive a little bit into technical details and show you how we do this. So first of all, we get a huge amount of unstructured, unfiltered text data daily. And what we want to do, we need articles, we want only to use text articles that have economic context. To do so, we developed our own fast text representation on this news text, and afterwards we use an appropriate neural network to filter out the relevant text, so to decide if this given article is has really an economic character. Like in those examples shown, it's not really the case, so it would be not really good to use those to make some news sentiment for Porsche, for example. Next, what we need to do here is to assign the news articles to companies. We have unstructured text, and we use here an appropriate AI algorithm to search for company names in the text. So we use here named entity recognition. Like shown on this little example text, on the first step, we do the entity recognition. But here, this critical text shows the typical problem we have with such news articles. Several companies are mentioned in the same article usually, or quite often. And the question is this critical text really relevant for all of them? Definitely not. So human would see this immediately. We have to learn to teach the machine to do this. This critical text is addressed to Tom Taylor, and it would be a mistake to assign this article also to Zara or H&M. So what we do on the second step, we introduce the kind of salience scoring algorithm that takes such factors into account, like how many times the company was mentioned in this text, and in which position in the text, and is the appearance in the title, and so on. And we derive a salience value for this, and also relative salience depending on other firms mentioned in this article. And so we can decide which company to assign the article. And afterwards, in this third step, we just link these relevant companies to the companies in our database. Next, we come to the default score calculation. Here we have another machine learning system working. We trained a support vector machine to do this. Here we selected train data samples to train the support vector machine. Here comes our internal rating pools into the game. We selected the companies. We have the historical information and credit ratings in our pool. And we selected the articles about these companies and labeled them to be default articles if the article was published within 1 year prior to a credit event of this company, and non-default articles otherwise. We have done feature selection, so we have here an expert-based dictionary of critical words. Those words are not only negative words, but also positive words. And what we do is the support vector machines looks for the critical words in the text, how it's shown in this actual English language text. I brought here the English language example so everybody can follow it better. We actually have the same model working also on English language articles from a different source, but it's absolutely the same function for German language articles delivered from Genios. Here we selected quite transparent architecture of support vector machine with this dictionary, so that it's transparent to understand how this works, so the model can be explainable. Here so the words are found in the text, and having a weight for each keyword in the dictionary, there is a default score derived for the complete article. Further, we aggregate the numerous news articles we have per day or in the recent time, we aggregated to a news sentiment index for a company. Here I have an example how our system actually looks like, and this is a recent prominent example of a company in trouble, Galeria Karstadt Kaufhof. Here we see the green line is our news sentiment index over the recent 5 years history. The gray bars are the amount, the number of the news on the day. Then we went even further and we optimize default or signal thresholds, and these are the areas in yellow, orange, and pink colors. And our system, which is actually called RiskGuard, our early warning system, even sends you an email, a signal email, when the news sentiment index crosses these boundaries. So analyst can just save time reading the newspapers in the morning, and he just opens his email and can see which companies are in trouble and analyze them more precisely. To do so, it's, for example, possible to click on a single day in this chart, and then we have a pop-up window. It shows us how many news articles are underlying this day calculation of the sentiment index, and we see the titles of the news articles. We see from which source they are. We see the individual score for each article, and also the critical words, or the first 7 critical words that are the most heavy weighted here. We can also click on the single article title here if we want to read it more precisely and see what really happened there. And by doing this, you will be forwarded to Genios website and will be able to read the complete news article. So to summarize, it's obviously this is such an early warning system has huge benefits for an analyst or in bank or in any other company for whom analyzing firms, companies, especially private companies, may be very important. So we have here systematic monitoring. So it's really almost complete German language news press is analyzed just overnight and has high forecasting quality. So the analyst gains a lot of time to capacities to work more efficiently and to use time for other important work. So I hope it was interesting for you, and I want to thank you for your attention and invite you to visit our stand, or Genios stand actually, number 11. So if you have any questions and want to discuss anything with us, please feel free to come. Thank you very much.